Hello everyone, welcome to the second installment of our complete grammar series. Yes, so this series is going to be really helpful for you for the CAT examination as well as for the other omits. जैसे CAT examination में how does grammar help you? It basically helps you to understand the RC passages, to be able to understand and infer the sentences, to be able to eliminate the right answer choices क्योंकि and especially para summary में भी बहुत काम आता है. And para jumbles and odd one out has a very special place for grammar because we use a lot of language clues, we use a lot of grammar clues in order to build subsets, right? For example, nevertheless का क्या role हो जाएगा, and, but, yet, also, few, what's the difference between a few, all of these quantifiers, qualifiers, etc. Matching the right nouns with the right pronouns, the singular, plural, ये सबका बहुत role होता है in order to build those right subsets. So that's why grammar is important. And if you're someone who's, of course, I'm sure all of you here would be giving other examinations as well. जैसे आप लोग CMAT लिख रहे होंगे, मैथ लिख रहे होंगे, ZAT लिख रहे होंगे, IFT लिख रहे होंगे, SNAP लिख रहे होंगे, महाराष्ट्र CT, PGCT और भी बहुत सारे examinations है. And some of you are going to be appearing for the ATMA examination as well. So usme to guys, grammar is so important because you get direct questions on grammar. Okay, so it's very important for you to view the series live, to bookmark it and to repeat it again and again in order to be sure of grammar. This is my promise कि this is the most comprehensive and the simplest way in which grammar can be explained. So सारे rules cover होंगे in the simplest manner with a lot of examples, easy to understand way. Okay, so I hope all of you are ready for today's session. Hello Ruby, good evening. How are you? कैसे हो आप? Good evening everyone. Welcome to the session. Okay, so today's topic is pronouns. Yeah, so we began our journey with we started with the parts of speech. तो मैंने आपको बताया कि okay, there'll be like 13 different topics that we'll be covering. And last class हमने लिया था nouns, and in today's class we're going to continue it with pronouns. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so guys, pronouns एक बहुत ही easy area है, ठीक है? But we make a lot of mistakes. ठीक है, मतलब डे टू डे लाइफ में स्पीकिंग स्किल्स हमारे they're not exactly how standard written English should be. I'm good. How about you? So guys, it's very important कि हम लोग इसमें जो हम लोग डेली लाइफ में जो एरर्स करते हैं उसको अवॉइड करें and let's understand the right way. For example, if I were to ask you, अच्छा, what is the difference between each other and one another? ठीक है, what is the most important rule for distributive pronouns? Subject verb agreement में इसका क्या importance है? What is the difference between who and whom? Right? Why is the sentence which says, okay, she is taller than me, why is it wrong? And what should be the correction? तो ऐसे बहुत सारे सिंपल चीज़ें हैं, बट सिलेबस प्रोनाउंस का काफ़ी ब्रीफ है. मतलब देयर आर ओनली 5 different types of pronouns that we will discuss. So that's personal pronouns, reflexive pronouns, distributive pronouns, reciprocal pronouns, and relative pronouns. So yes, there are 5 different types of pronouns. So we'll discuss the rules along with exercises. Okay, so I hope all of you are ready. Chalo, let's get started, guys. The first type of pronoun is personal pronouns. Okay, so let's understand what is the rule and what exactly do you mean by personal pronouns. Hello, good evening, Mudli. How are you? Kaise ho? Okay, I hope all of you are good. Yes, settled. Guys, let's start with pronouns, okay? And you will see a lot of sentences coming up on your screen. I want you to be as active in the chat box as possible. Interact, let me know your answers, let me know your doubts, and I'll be more than happy to solve it. Okay, so 5 types of pronouns here, guys. Personal pronouns, reflexive pronouns, distributive pronouns, reciprocal and relative pronouns. ठीक है, रट्टा कुछ नहीं मारना है. देखते हैं, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि why are they called these, why are they called by these names and what are the important rules. Let's start. First, personal pronouns. Okay, why do you use personal pronouns? Personal pronouns are pronouns which are used in the place of a person's name. For example, instead of saying Ritu, I will call myself as I. I will address you as you. Male, he. Female, she. Right, so these are pronouns which are used in the place of a person's name. That is why they are called as personal pronouns. Now, yes, all the topics of grammar will be covered, Priyani, A to Z. Okay, right. So let's understand कि personal pronouns में important चीज क्या है. So personal pronouns में important चीज ये है, we have to understand this, the meaning of subjective case and objective case. Okay, this is what is important. So for this, first let's understand what do you mean by subject and object. Okay, तो ये हमने nouns class में भी refer किया था इस चीज को. Subject means performer of the action and object means the recipient of the action. So for example, if I say, I spoke to Ruby. So I'm the subject because I'm performing the action, I'm speaking. So I'm the subject. And Ruby will be the recipient of the action because she is being spoken to. So subject is the performer of the action and object is the recipient of the action. So subject is the one who speaks or performs the action and object is the one who receives the action. Now, subject and object का pronoun case अलग अलग होगा. For example, अगर मैं subject हूँ, then I will say, okay, I spoke to Ruby. But if I want to put it in the place of the object, then I will say Ruby spoke to me. Okay, we spoke to Ruby. Ruby spoke to us. Okay, you spoke to Sheila. Sheila spoke to you. He spoke to Murli. Murli spoke to him. She spoke to Rohit. Rohit spoke to her, and so on and so forth. Right? So same pronoun को हम object और subject के रूप में अलग-अलग लिखेंगे. Okay? So what is the concept of a subject and an object? Not just for nouns, pronouns, subject, verb, agreement, active, passive, voice, direct, indirect speech. इन सब में आपको ये concept समझना होगा कि subject क्या है और object क्या है. Subject is one who performs the action. Okay. For example, if let's say if I'm switching on the TV. So I'm the subject because I'm performing the action. I'm switching it on. And the TV becomes the object because TV is receiving my action. Okay. For example, if I throw a ball. So I'm the subject because I'm the one who's throwing the ball. The ball is the object because the ball is the one who's receiving the action. The ball is being thrown. So subject and object, that's the basic concept. जब subjective case का pronoun use अलग होगा, objective case का pronoun use अलग होगा. For example, I threw the ball. We threw the ball. We is plural of I. You threw the ball. You threw the ball. Singular plural you ही रहता है. He threw the ball. She threw the ball. They threw the ball. Okay, so this is when you're writing these pronouns in the case of subject. अब ये first person, second person, third person क्या है? First person, like for example, let's say I'm having a conversation with you, right? I'm the speaker. So I'm the first person. You're the listener. You're the second person. And let's say we're talking about Shah Rukh Khan. So Shah Rukh Khan becomes the third person. Okay, hi Arpit, welcome to the session. So first person, doer right now. Second person is, let's say, the listener. And third person is, let's say, someone else whom we are talking about. So, for example, अगर अर्पित class में नहीं आया होगा, so I would have asked you, where is he? Do you know? So, I don't know where Arpit is. Do you know where he is? He would refer to Arpit. Okay. So, first person, second person, third person. So, ये है pronouns. I, we, you, he, she, it and they. It का क्या usage है guys? It is used for plants, animals, objects and even babies. For babies also, I don't know why, but they use it. And मतलब lots of people don't want to. And see guys, pronouns में ना जैसे जैसे times change होते हैं, बहुत सारे differences आते हैं. Like even for animals, usually people don't want to refer to their pets as it, right? They call it like, okay, she is and he is, depending upon the gender, they'll use it. And अगर आप देखो तो babies को भी मतलब nobody would want to call their baby it, right? हाँ अच्छा, very good अर्पित, आपका revision हो जाएगा. But this is the rule. ठीक है, अब उसमें आप changes make करो depending upon your usage, your sentiments, your emotions, that's up to you. And now there's so many gender neutral pronouns, right? So if you don't want to identify yourself as a he or a she, they're gender neutral pronouns and a lot of people refer to themselves as they. Right, so this is all changes which have come about with time, but what we are learning here is basically मतलब वो इस पुराना standard written English. Okay, so for the examination purpose, that's what we need to stick with. So it is used for plants, animals, objects and babies. Okay, ऑब्जेक्टिव केस में I का हो जाएगा me, ओके, us, you, him, her, it and them. ठीक है, I'll explain this once more. Okay, listen to me. मुरली, come on, everyone, सुनो guys. पहले तो ये समझो कि प्रोनाउन होता क्या है. Okay, what is a pronoun? See Murli, when I'm having a conversation with you, बार बार रितु बोलने के जगह I won't say ना रितु is doing this, रितु is teaching this, रितु had her lunch today, रितु ate pasta. I'll not keep using रितु, right? What will I say? I'll say I. तो मैं एक प्रोनाउन यूज करूंगी. अगर मैं आपको रेफर कर रही हूँ मुरली, आई वोंट कीप सेइंग अरे मुरली क्या कर रहे हो, मुरली कहाँ जा रहे हो, मुरली क्यों कर रहे हो. आई वोंट कीप सेइंग मुरली. व्हाट विल आई से? आई विल से he or I will say you. So पहले तो pronoun, हाँ, I'll explain that. So first of all, what is a pronoun? Pronoun is used in the place of a noun. So that is called as a pronoun. अब pronoun में दो टाइप के केसेस होते हैं पर्सनल प्रोनाउंस में. एक होता है सब्जेक्टिव केस, ये जो है लाइट कलर वाला वो सब्जेक्टिव केस है. यस, ऑब्जेक्ट्स नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स के लिए हम इट यूज करेंगे रूबी. एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव केस, ये जो ब्लू वाला केस है, ये मैंने दिखाया है, वो ऑब्जेक्टिव केस है. अब सब्जेक्टिव केस और ऑब्जेक्टिव केस है क्या? सिंपल सी चीज है. हर सेंटेंस में एक सब्जेक्ट होता है, एक वर्ब होता है और एक ऑब्जेक्ट भी होता है. मतलब ज्यादातर सेंटेंसेस में देयर इज अ सब्जेक्ट, वर्ब एंड देयर इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट. दैट्स द बेसिक वे, राइट, इन विच वी राइट अ सेंटेंस. तो हम लोग सब्जेक्ट लिखते हैं, वर्ब लिखते हैं, ऑब्जेक्ट लिखते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई थ्रू द बॉल, है ना. तो हम लोग सब्जेक्ट, वर्ब, ऑब्जेक्ट, ये बेसिक ग्रामर का एक सेंटेंस होता है. For example, I called Ruby. I spoke to Murli. I switched on the TV. ये सब बेसिक सेंटेंसेस है. तो सब्जेक्ट कौन होता है? सब्जेक्ट वो होता है जो एक्शन को परफॉर्म करता है. One who is doing the action. So, I switched on the TV में I सब्जेक्ट हो जाता है because you are performing the action. सिंपल सी चीज है. Subject is the performer of the action, the doer. The doer is called as the subject. Object कौन होता है? जिस पे एक्शन किया जाता है या who receives the action. Okay, for example, if I had let's say मैंने पास्ता खाया, I had pasta. So I'm the subject, pasta is the object. What am I having? किस चीज पे एक्शन परफॉर्म हो रहा है, किस चीज पे एक्शन किया जा रहा है, who is receiving the action or what is receiving the action, that becomes the object. अब सब्जेक्ट और ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए हम लोग सेम प्रोनाउन नहीं यूज कर सकते. बिकॉज फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर हमारा सब्जेक्ट है रूबी, लेट्स से, ओके, आई एम टेकिंग योर एग्जाम्पल रूबी टुडे अ लॉट इन क्लास. Hello Ishank. Now I can't say Ruby spoke to I. अटपटा लगेगा, right? I can't say Ruby spoke to he. समझ में नहीं आएगा. I can't say Ruby spoke to they. गलत लगेगा. सब्जेक्टिव केस का ये प्रोनाउन है. इसी प्रोनाउन को अगर आप ऑब्जेक्ट के प्लेस में डालेंगे तो ये यूजेज हो जाएगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मैं एक सिंपल सा सेंटेंस लूं, okay, I just take a simple sentence. Let's say Sheila, let's say spoke to रोहित. तो इसमें शीला सब्जेक्ट है, रोहित ऑब्जेक्ट है, करेक्ट. ओके, सपोज हम शीला को हटा देंगे यहाँ पे और हमको प्रोनाउन यूज करना है. तो हम लोग क्या यूज करेंगे? आई स्पोक टू रोहित, वी स्पोक टू रोहित, यू स्पोक टू रोहित, ही स्पोक टू रोहित, शी स्पोक टू रोहित, दे स्पोक टू रोहित. It is used for plants, animals, non-living things या objects and babies के लिए. अब इसी प्रोनाउन को हमको सब्जेक्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव केस में डालना है. तो हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? शीला स्पोक टू रोहित के जगह शीला स्पोक टू मी, शीला स्पोक टू हिम, शीला स्पोक टू हर, शीला स्पोक टू देम, वगैरह वगैरह. तो आप चेंज हो जाएगा. तो दिस इज द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सब्जेक्ट एंड ऑब्जेक्ट. अगर आपको इतना टेक्निकल टर्म में भी नहीं डालना है ना, सब्जेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट, ये तो सिंपल सी चीज है, डेली वी यूज इट इन अ सेंटेंस. बट यहाँ पे क्यों मैं डाल रही हूँ ना, ये समझने के लिए. देखो, आई वॉन्ट यू टू ट्राई दीज 6 इंपॉर्टेंट सेंटेंसेस एंड लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दिस. ठीक है, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड वेदर दीज सेंटेंसेस आर राइट, रॉन्ग. रॉन्ग है तो करेक्ट कैसे करना है, राइट है तो इसका क्या रूल है. तो ये 6 सेंटेंसेस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सुनो, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दीज 6. फर्स्ट वन, इट वॉज डैश हु ब्रोक द विंडो पेन. ओके, अब आपके पास चॉइसेस है. इट वॉज आई हु ब्रोक द विंडो पेन और इट वॉज मी हु ब्रोक द विंडो पेन. व्हाट विल यू यूज? कम ऑन, टेल मी. इट वॉज आई हु ब्रोक द विंडो पेन और इट वॉज मी हु ब्रोक द विंडो पेन. क्या यूज करोगे आप? कम ऑन गाइस, टेल मी. व्हाट विल बी द प्रोनाउन दैट यू विल यूज हियर? इट वॉज मी हु ब्रोक द विंडो पेन. ओके, सो यहीं पे गलत जाते हैं. दिस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कॉमन सेंटेंसेस जो सेंटेंस करेक्शन में आता है, एंड लॉट्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स एंड अप मार्किंग मी. जैसे आपने भी बोला है मैम मी आएगा, गलत है गाइस. सो इट विल बी, इट वॉज आई हु ब्रोक द विंडो पेन. नहीं नहीं, आई हु ब्रोक द विंडो पेन. अब आई क्यों आएगा, सुनो. यू आर ब्रेकिंग द विंडो पेन, आप विंडो पेन को तोड़ रहे हो, सो यू आर द सब्जेक्ट, है ना. आप सब्जेक्ट हो ना इस केस में, बिकॉज यू आर परफॉर्मिंग द एक्शन. विंडो पेन ऑब्जेक्ट है, आप सब्जेक्ट हो बिकॉज यू आर ब्रेकिंग द विंडो पेन. तो सब्जेक्ट है तो सब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउन यूज करो ना. सब्जेक्ट प्रोनाउन क्या है, इट वॉज आई हु ब्रोक द विंडो पेन. सिंपल सी चीज है गाइस. इट वॉज हटा दो, चलो इट वॉज हटा के देखते हैं. विल यू से मी ब्रोक द विंडो? No, you don't say me broke the window. What do you say? You say I broke the window. You are performing the action. आप action कर रहे हो. So you have to understand pronoun use करते वक्त भी whether you're the subject or you're the object, and depending on that you will put it in. So you will not say it was him who broke the window. It was he who broke the window. He broke the window. He is the subject. He is the performer. He is the one who is breaking. तो सब्जेक्ट है तो आप सब्जेक्टिव केस ही लगाओगे, ऑब्जेक्ट है तो आप ऑब्जेक्टिव केस लगाओगे. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन, लेट आई स्पीक और मी स्पीक. इसमें क्या होगा, इसमें होगा लेट मी स्पीक. ओके, ना आप बोलोगे मैम गलत, आपने अभी अभी खुद को कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट कर दिया. मी स्पीक कैसे हो सकता है, आप स्पीक कर रहे हो तो आप तो सब्जेक्ट होने चाहिए, आपको तो आई स्पीक बोलना चाहिए. बट गाइज यहाँ पे जो मेन वर्ब है ना वो लेट है. लेट मी स्पीक मतलब आप लोग मुझे इजाजत दो स्पीक करने के लिए. सो यू आर लेटिंग मी, यू आर द सब्जेक्ट, आई एम द ऑब्जेक्ट. सो लेट मी स्पीक. हेलो खुशी, गुड इवनिंग, वेलकम टू द सेशन. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन, शी इज टॉलर देन मी. अब आपने बोला है कि ओके थर्ड में भी मी आएगा, गलत है गाइस. You will say she is taller than I am. You know, we don't generally talk like this, guys, but it is right. They earn more than we do. आप बोलोगे मैम आप सब कुछ गलत सिखा रहे हो. We've always said they earn more than us. Okay, so just focus on this now. So I'm giving you the specific. जहाँ ज्यादातर गलती होती है मुरली, वो मैं यहाँ पे दे रही हूँ, पर ये बिगिनिंग लेट से हो रहा है. So ये हमारा वर्ब है, यहाँ पे मेन वर्ब है क्योंकि शुरू ही उससे हो रही है. ओके, राइट. सो लिसन टू दिस. शी इज टॉलर देन, यस शी इज टॉलर देन मी नहीं आएगा. दे अर्न मोर देन अस नहीं आएगा. ओके, इट इज रॉन्ग. यू विल से शी इज टॉलर देन आई एम. दे अर्न मोर देन वी डू. वाई? When you're comparing, दोनों में comparison है, तो ये मैंने special cases point out किए guys. See, these are not 6 random sentences that I have picked up. Okay, these are 6 important sentences because these are the sentences in which students make mistakes. वरना ज़्यादातर सही कर लेते हैं, पर ये 6 sentences में गड़बड़ होती है, तो आप वो सुनो. Whenever we are comparing, both the pronouns should be in the subjective case because comparison करते वक्त दोनों equal है. यहाँ पे कोई एक्शन नहीं है, सो देर इज नो रिसिपिएंट ऑफ द एक्शन, देर इज नो, दोनों सब्जेक्ट्स है. और आप उल्टा करके, यू नो, इवन इफ यू वांट टू राइट दिस इन रिवर्स ऑर्डर, सी फॉर एग्जांपल शी इज टॉलर देन आई एम, इसको उल्टा करके लिखो. यू विल राइट आई एम शॉर्टर देन शी इज. ओके, गॉट इट गाइस? डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस? यस. सो शी इज टॉलर देन आई एम, शी इज बेटर देन ही इज, she is smarter than we are, they earn more than we do. अगर आप उल्टा करके लिखोगे then also it should make sense. उल्टा करके लिखो us के साथ, you can't say us earn more than them, we earn more than they. Okay, so when you're comparing, both the pronouns should be in the subject case. Okay, these two now. Sheila, you and I succeeded in our project. I, you and Sheila failed in our project. यहाँ पे 3 pronouns है, आप देख सकते हो. फर्स्ट पर्सन, सेकंड पर्सन, थर्ड पर्सन. आई इज फर्स्ट पर्सन, यू इज सेकंड पर्सन, शीला इज थर्ड पर्सन. हाउ शुड यू अरेंज देम? ओके, हाउ शुड यू अरेंज देम? शुड यू से शीला यू एंड आई यू एंड शीला, आई शीला एंड यू? कैसे अरेंज करना है? that depends on the nature of the sentence. If the sentence is positive, guys सुनो, पॉजिटिव है तो खुद क्रेडिट ग्रैब मत करो, पहले दूसरों को क्रेडिट दो. अगर आप कुछ अच्छा करते हो, आप मिठाई बांटते हो, पहले दूसरों को दो, फिर खुद मिठाई खाओ, है ना. सो व्हेन समथिंग पॉजिटिव हैपेंस, put others first and put yourself last. So you should say, Sheila, you and I succeeded in our project. मेरी जो टीचर थी स्कूल में, वो हमको ऐसे सिखाती थी कि put the donkey last, मतलब I'm the donkey, like first person is the donkey, so हमेशा donkey. So put yourself last. मैं हमेशा मत करो, खुद को बाद में रखो, पहले दूसरों को क्रेडिट दो. So Sheila, you and I succeeded in our project, and if it's negative, then you put yourself first. हाँ, नेगेटिव में 1 2 3 का रूल है, करेक्ट. सो व्हेन इट्स अ पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस और अ न्यूट्रल सेंटेंस, खुद को हमेशा लास्ट में रखो. सो 3 2 1, पुट द डोंकी लास्ट, मतलब खुद को लास्ट में रखो, दूसरों को क्रेडिट दो. हाँ. सो आई, यू एंड शीला फेल्ड इन आवर प्रोजेक्ट. व्हेन इट्स अ नेगेटिव सेंटेंस, पहले खुद ब्लेम लो, फिर दूसरों पे थोपो. ये नहीं कि नहीं उसने किया. डोंट पॉइंट फिंगर्स. So when it's a negative sentence, the rule is 1 2 3. First person, second person, third person. Okay, got it, guys? So this is personal pronouns. एक और simple सी चीज, what is the difference between ITS and IT apostrophe S? IT apostrophe S is basically the short form of it is. It is raining. Okay, it is raining. It is dark outside. It is sunny outside. So it apostrophe S is it is. इसका मतलब है जैसे पोजेशन यूज करते हैं ना हम लोग. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सपोज ये रिमोट है, इसकी बैटरी मतलब खराब हो गई है, सो प्लीज रिप्लेस इट्स बैटरी. ओके, सो यस, ITS आएगा. यू विल नॉट से प्लीज रिप्लेस इट इज बैटरी. इट इज बैटरी नहीं आएगा, प्लीज रिप्लेस इट्स बैटरी. सो एग्जामिनेशन पर्पसेस के लिए इसको इट इज करके ही प्रोनाउंस करना. ओके, गॉट इट गाइज? Clear? Right. Come on, let's go to the next one यहाँ पे. So next वाली चीज simple है, reflexive pronoun. Reflex मतलब आप पे action bounce होता है. For example, तुमको ड्राइविंग किसने सिखाई? अरे कोई नहीं था सिखाने वाला. I taught myself how to drive. When you look into the mirror, who do you see? You see yourself. So इसमें basically self का प्रयोग हो रहा है. ओके, सिंगुलर में सेल्फ का प्रयोग होता है, प्लूरल में सेल्व्स हो जाता है. वी टॉट आवरसेल्व्स, दे टॉट देमसेल्व्स, यू टॉट योरसेल्फ. ओके, सो सिंगुलर में सेल्फ है, प्लूरल में सेल्व्स है. So there are certain words which need a reflexive pronoun after it. For example, you can't just say I taught full stop. No, I taught whom? So either I will say, okay, I taught my sister, I taught my brother, I taught my mother, or I taught myself. तो कभी कभी जब आप खुद पे ही एक्शन कर रहे हो, तब आप सेल्फ यूज करोगे. Okay, for example, all the guests whom the queen invited to the gala enjoyed a lot. Enjoyed what? Either you say enjoyed the party, or you say enjoyed the music, or you say enjoyed the food. कुछ नहीं है, पूरा enjoy किया, मतलब everything. So you can just say the guests enjoyed themselves a lot. The guests enjoyed themselves a lot मतलब खूब मस्ती मजाक किया. They completely thoroughly enjoyed themselves. Okay. I availed of the Wi-Fi facility at the airport. Avail is always followed by a reflexive pronoun. So you will say, I availed myself of the Wi-Fi facility. Okay. No, Arpit. It can be either 2 3 1 or it can be 3 2 1. Both are correct. Okay. So that basically you're just supposed to put 1 at the end. That's the main point. Ki put the donkey last. It can be 2 3 1 or it can be 3 2 1. Okay. Got it, guys? Clear with this? अर्पित का ये डाउट है कि इस केस में बेसिकली गाइज आप आई को हमेशा लास्ट पे लगाना. यू कैन से यू शीला एंड आई, और यू कैन से शीला यू एंड आई. वो ठीक है, कंटेम्प्रेरी बुक्स में आता है, बट बेसिक सी चीज है, हमको वन का प्लेसमेंट, आई का प्लेसमेंट फिक्स रखना है. सो पॉजिटिव और न्यूट्रल सेंटेंसेस में आई लास्ट में आएगा और नेगेटिव में आई पहले आएगा. आप वो यू एंड शीला को कैसे भी लगा सकते हो. ओके, कौन सा वाला समझ में नहीं आया अर्पित? ओके, बेसिकली पॉजिटिव या न्यूट्रल में आई को लास्ट में लगाना है. इसको आप शीला यू कर सकते हो, यू शीला रख सकते हो, एंड नेगेटिव में आई को पहले लगाना है. 2-3 का पोजीशन आप चेंज कर सकते हो. ओके, गॉट इट गाइस? Clear with this everyone? Guys, please stick to subject related comments only. Okay, otherwise I'll not be encouraged in the class. Please stick to subject related comments. How? No, you trust me, it can either be 2-3-1 or it can be 3-2-1. Both are correct. Okay. Okay, guys? Chalo. I'll send you the reference of the book as well. Okay. Now, this is what is most important. Distributive pronouns. Okay. Guys, any comment which is not suited to the learning environment of the class will be not encouraged and removed. So please make sure, guys, that we stick to comments related to the class only. Okay. Next one, distributive pronouns. Now, this is a list of distributive pronouns. इसमें मैं एक दो भी ऐड कर दूंगी. Each, every, okay, each, every, everyone, everybody, someone, somebody, anyone, anybody, either, neither, ये सब distributive pronouns है, and they are always singular. Yes, Arpit, I'll explain. So these are always singular. Okay, because the focus is on someone, everyone, everybody, body or individual. So the focus is on singular. Now, इसके जो important references और sentences है वो हम example से सीखेंगे. Okay, इसको एक बार देखो. First one, someone left dash luggage at the airport. Okay, now generally what will students say? Someone left their luggage, but you can't say their luggage because the focus is on one, someone. So आप they, their नहीं लगा सकते हो. Okay. हाँ, many and a many. I'll explain the difference. वो basically हम लोग subject verb agreement में करने वाले थे, but since you've asked, I'll explain the difference between many and many a. You want the difference between many and many a, na? Okay, first let's see this. Someone left dash luggage at the airport. Don't say someone left their luggage. But आप बोलोगे मैम हमको क्या पता चलेगा मेल है कि फीमेल है? तो अब either you say someone left his or her luggage or in English there नहीं आ सकता मुरली. ये सारे ये जो है ना someone, one, everyone, each, every ये सब singular usage के. Singular. So there plural हो जाता है तो plural नहीं use कर सकते. तो वही दिक्कत आती है कि gender नहीं पता. So either you say someone left his or her luggage. एक तो ये वे है. Second चीज जो थोड़ी सी discriminatory लगती है पर if in English when the gender is not known, when the gender is not defined, then you can just use the masculine gender. So you can also say someone left his luggage at the airport because मुरली in words पे जो focus है वो one पे है. Grammatically अगर आप इन words को देखोगे someone. So someone left his or her luggage at the airport, or you say someone left his luggage. Similarly, every student, every, each, every ये सब भी singular है. So we can't say there. So either you say same cheese, someone left his or her luggage जैसे ही every student must bring his or her textbook to class. Okay, now ये देखो whenever English में one pronoun use, one pronoun की तरह use होता है. Okay, for example, one should listen to one's elders. See, he should listen to his elders. They should listen to their elders. I should listen to my elders. One should, whenever one is used as the pronoun, one should always be polite to one's bank manager. You will always use a form of one again. Correct. Very good, Arpit. Similarly, if one wishes to make one wholly unpopular, one has merely to tell people the truth. तो one का ही form use होगा. Every, because this word is मुरली, इसमें see every student मतलब ये in word का मतलब I'll tell you the translation. See भले class में 60 students है, when you say all students, the reference मतलब indication plural है, all students. Every student is like हर एक student. Okay, हर एक student. So the reference itself is singular. So हर एक student, every student must bring his or her textbook. When one is used, कभी कभी इंग्लिश में ऐसे sentences आते हैं when you know we don't want to say he, she specifically. हम लोग मतलब we are giving out a general statement for everyone. Okay, so then if I say for example one, you know, for example अगर मेरे को बोलना है कि ठीक है मुरली you should respect the national flag, अब आप बोलोगे मैम आप मुझे क्यों बोल रहे हो, सिर्फ सबको करना चाहिए. So instead of just pointing to one person, I'm making a general statement that one should respect the national flag. One should respect the national flag. It basically means कि हर एक को करना चाहिए. Okay, it's a general way of speaking. It's like a general statement, एक general ज्ञान दे रहे हो आप. तो जब आप one as a pronoun use करते हो तब आप he, she, this, that मत use करो, आप same चीज use करो. One should respect one's national flag. One should respect one's elders. One should do one's duty. One should teach oneself. Okay, one should listen to one's parents. तो जब one as a pronoun use होता है तब पूरे sentence में हम बाकी अगर he, she नहीं लगाते. I will not say one should listen to his elders. No. One, only one. One should listen to one's elders. One should teach oneself. Okay, one should be polite to one's bank manager. You will use the form of one only. ठीक है, समझ में आया guys? Everyone, did you understand this point? Clear? Okay. The girls each were happy with their dolls. अब आप बोलोगे मैम each है, तो आप their dolls क्यों ले रहे हो, were happy क्यों ले रहे हो? तो अब आप पूरा सेंटेंस, हाँ वन के साथ वन ही आएगा, मतलब पर वन का फॉर्म. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वन शुड टीच वन सेल्फ, जैसे ही शुड टीच हिमसेल्फ, वैसे वन शुड टीच वन सेल्फ. तो वन के अलग अलग फॉर्म्स हो सकते हैं, जैसे वन सेल्फ हो सकता है, वंस हो सकता है, वगैरह वगैरह. ईच गर्ल होना चाहिए अर्पित. सी, इसके दो तरीके हैं. अगर आपको ईच रखना है, यू चेंज इट टू ईच गर्ल सिंगुलर वॉज हैप्पी विथ हर डॉल. पूरा चेंज होगा, ईच सिंगुलर ही होगा गाइस. सो ईच गर्ल वॉज हैप्पी विथ हर डॉल. बट अब इतना सब कुछ नहीं चेंज करना है, तो सिंपल सी चीजें ईच ही हटा दो. द गर्ल्स वर हैप्पी विथ देयर डॉल्स. Every song sung by them reminds me of a him. Reminds is singular. She reminds me of him. Every song reminds me of a him. Every singular है. So each, every, everyone, everybody, someone, somebody, either, neither. ये सब singular है. Either of the sisters is coming to the party. Neither of the sisters is coming to the party. ये सब words singular है. Okay, इन सब का reference singular है. Okay, got it? Clear? So this needs more work. Okay, right. हाँ, the simplest way इसको हटा दिया. Okay, right. Next one. Simple है guys. Reciprocal pronoun. What's the difference between each other and one another? Each other is used when there are two. One another is used for more than two. For example, Arpit and Ruby are not talking to each other. Okay, but Arpit, Ruby and Murli are not talking to one another. When there are only two, each other, more than two, one another. 6th में क्या चेंज किया? 6th में लिखा reminds. Every song sung by them reminds me of a him. Reminds singular है. Every song sung by them, it reminds me of a him. Okay. Each other is for two, one another is for more than two. इंग्लिश में ऐसे कुछ कुछ वर्ड्स है, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल between और among भी है. ठीक है, between is used for two, among is used for more than two. For example, please divide the chocolate between two children. Please divide the chocolate among three children. वो हम जब prepositions पे आएंगे हम लोग करेंगे. यहाँ पे ये समझते हैं each other and one another. Each other is used for two, one another is used for more than two. For example, Marston was an early 17th century dramatist. It is likely that Shakespeare and Marston borrowed ideas from each other. So Shakespeare, Marston, दो लोग हैं. So borrowed ideas from each other. Okay, got it guys? हिम से पहले अ कैसे, कहाँ पे, वेयर, किस सेंटेंस में, हिम, अच्छा नो दिस इज रिमाइंड्स मी ऑफ अ हिम, HYMN, हिम मतलब जैसे ये रिलीजियस सॉन्ग्स वगैरह होते हैं ना, सो HYMN, इट रिमाइंड्स मी ऑफ अ सॉन्ग और ऑफ अ डिवोशनल सॉन्ग और ऑफ अ हिम, HYMN, hymns. Hymn basically means religious song या devotional song. They are called hymns. Okay, clear? So HYMN. It reminds me of a devotional song or a religious song. Okay. So यहाँ पे each other correct है because there are only two people. They married each other in 1994. Now you will tell ma'am they married each other in 1994, correct है. Grammatically ये sentence correct ही है guys. But अब दो लोग हैं, of course they will marry each other. So actually यहाँ पे आप बोल सकते हो कि each other redundant भी है, मतलब unnecessary है, repetitive है. They are marrying, they'll marry each other only ना. So आप use कर सकते हो, there's nothing wrong, but there's also something called redundancy. Yeah, correct. Yes, Arpit. That's an example of a hymn. So they married in 1994. Each other चाहो तो आप हटा भी सकते हो. Okay. Right. Let's continue. Okay, this is the last type of pronoun, relative pronoun. Okay. Now, first let's understand the difference between who and whom. Who is always used in the place of the subject. For example, who is calling? Who is talking to you? Who is coming to the party? Who is singing? Who is dancing? Okay, so who is used in the place of the subject. Who is used in the place of the object. For example, whom are you calling? आप call कर रहे हो, आप subject है, ये बंदा object है. So whom are you calling? Whom are you talking to? Okay, so it's as simple as saying who is calling whom. Who is used in the place of the subject and whom is used in the place of the object. ठीक है? Whose is जब हम लोग पूछते हैं कि किसका है. For example, whose car is this? Whose call is this? Whose phone is this? Whose book is this? Whose laptop is this? Whose class is this? Whose comment is this? So whose basically you're questioning the owner. In that case, you will use whose. Okay, and which in that, again, we are asking questions. For example, which car, which bike. And if you're pointing to something specific, then you say that, like that man, that car, that house, that dog, whatever. When you're pointing to something specific. Okay, so who is in the place of the subject, whom is in the place of the object, whose is asking kiska car hai, kiska gaadi hai, all of that. And which and that, which you're asking a question कि you know क्या चीज है भाई, like which book, which laptop, कौन सा book चाहिए, which book do you want, that book. That is like when you're pointing to something specific, and then in that case you will use that. Okay, got it? Clear with this, guys? Yes. So this brings us to the end of pronouns. Okay, you will get the PDF, go through the rules. I will send across a sample worksheet as well. आप लोग try out कर सकते हो, and we'll connect now in the next class on YT tomorrow at 5 PM. Okay, tomorrow guys we are starting with the chapter verbs and tenses. तो उसमें subject verb agreement, conditional sentences, tenses बहुत important है. So please make sure that you're present live, and make sure that you join the batches, guys. Ruby, Murli are all already a part of the batch. I want the others. What is like, okay, I'll explain what and which. कल का topic है अर्पित verbs. I'll explain. That's a good question, Murli. I'll explain the difference between what and which. Okay, so no guys. What is your name? Okay. Now, will you say what is your favorite color or which is your favorite color? आपको समझ में आ जाएगा इससे. No, इससे पहले फ्राइडे को एक क्लास थी मुरली नाउन्स की. Okay, व्हाट इज योर फेवरेट कलर और विच इज योर फेवरेट कलर, इसी प्लेलिस्ट में आपको वो लिंक मिल जाएगा. ओके, व्हाट विल यू से, व्हाट इज योर फेवरेट कलर, विच इज योर फेवरेट कलर. 90% लोग बोलेंगे मैम विच इज योर फेवरेट कलर. नो, गलत है. यू शुड से व्हाट इज योर फेवरेट कलर. नहीं, व्हाट इज योर फेवरेट कलर. सी, व्हेन आई एम आस्किंग अ जनरल क्वेश्चन, ठीक है, दुनिया में करोड़ों नाम है, व्हाट इज योर नेम. बट इफ आई गिव यू चॉइसेस, रमेश, सुरेश, महेश, among these three, which is your name. ठीक है, which is out of choices. So if I ask you what is your favorite color, दुनिया में हजारों colors है, what is your favorite color. But if I'm giving you choices, let's say out of blue and green, which is your favorite color. So what is a general question, what is your name, what is your favorite color, what is your favorite food, what is your favorite fruit. Yes, same here. Hi Fi Ruby, same here. Okay, but which out of choices, out of the 3, out of the 4, out of the list that I have given you, yeah, then out of, मतलब मैंने specifically 5-6 चीज़ें mention किया, जो भी mention किया उसमें से मैं आपको choose करने को बोलूँ, then I will say which. अगर for example shopping जा रहे हो, मैं आपको 2 shirts दिखाऊँ, which one. ठीक है, तो I am giving you choices और उसमें से मैं आपको पूछ रही हूँ, then you will say which. Okay, got it? Yes, great. So guys, join the batches soon. अगर कोई भी डाउट है तो इस नंबर पे कॉल करना एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू अप्लाई द कोड कोर MBA. ओके, मेरा बताया, अच्छा वाह. ओके, यस, पिंक इज एनी टाइम अ फेवरेट. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Do like and share the video and I will see you tomorrow for verbs and tenses. Okay, take care everyone. Bye bye. See you soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye guys.